Hey folks, how you doing? It's Alan Galang from Vancouver. We're back with Dianne from Portland, Oregon, and today's discussion is going to be about the ability to activate your discipline. Why is that so important, and how can it help you grow your business? All the details are going to be right here for you. But let's just take a minute and start off. Dianne, thanks again for being here. Glad to have you on these calls.
Well, I like being here and doing this.
Yeah, we like hearing from you, so thank you. Let's start this off. You chose this topic for today, which is about discipline. First thing, everybody's got their reasons, or everybody has an idea as to what discipline is. When it comes to you, what exactly does the word discipline mean when it comes to your mind?
When it comes to my mind, I say discipline is programming your mind. I feel like I'm programming my mind to say, hey, I've got to stick on this schedule and not start wavering, because one of the first things that you do if you do not keep discipline is you start falling behind, and you lose what you have gained.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess another way of saying the word discipline is staying to the task no matter how we feel about getting a certain job done. Is that safe to say?
Yes, that is safe to say.
Okay. So that's what it means to you. Now, why is that important to recognize? I mean, everybody hears about discipline. Everybody hears the terminology. Some people feel that they know it. Why is that so important to not only recognize, but to use on a regular, daily basis?
Self-discipline used on a regular daily basis. Now, well, as one of the only thing that, not the only thing, definitely, but this is something that will gain you respect, gain you a different kind of living. Say, you're not living in a very comfortable style right now, and you say, I've got to do something, I've got to get better. Well, you're not going to get better just by thinking about it. You've got to discipline yourself to say, I'm going to do this. I have got to create this. You've got to keep your mind in that order and discipline your mind to say, we can't give up, quit until the task is done. Now, it's just not mental, but it's also physical. So when you say, I've got to do self-discipline, and why is it important? It's important because you need to, yourself, use it every day.
Gotcha. And how does somebody go about doing discipline in your perspective? I mean, everybody knows that they got to stay on a task, but we all tend to fall off. I know I have a couple of times where, there's a job that needs to be done, there's a task that needs to be accomplished, and sometimes, even with myself, I tend to drop off at times, and I've learned to pick myself up. But for those people that have gotten into the habit of getting excited, trying something new, like a home-based business, a couple of weeks go by, a couple of months go by, some people make money, some people don't. For those people who don't hit the targets that they set for themselves, because that's usually when discipline really has to kick in, is when they have to work overtime to make the results happen in the beginning. What do you do to activate discipline during those moments when you don't want to?
Well, you also have to use your willpower, definitely, to use it. Stop and say, hey, don't make this task that you want to accomplish big. Start it at a small, one step at a time. You're saying, let me do this, this, and this for today or for this week. Don't try to accomplish the whole task at one step. Slow down and make it easier on yourself. When you stop self-disciplining, you become procrastinating, and you become the procrastinator. Get that all a little tongue.
Happens to me all the time, don't worry about it.
But you also need willpower. your own inner strength, your own willpower to help you complete and take care of yourself.